This is Yohhamgambal. We're back playing Shadow Hearts. Last time we made it all the way through the tower, and we're trying to rescue Alice. So let's go ahead and do that. We get to face Mr. D finally. We've heard so much about him. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, destroying the world is so blasé. That's like totally 2000. It is the current year, my friend. Oh, he's planning something bigger. All right, and here we go. We have D High, our first fight with him. He's really not that hard. He has 1,700 HP. He's a fire type, and he likes to use a couple different things. He likes to use fast ring, small ring, and then a bunch of fire moves. So yeah, this fight though isn't going to be that difficult though, because for one, I'm just going to cheese it a little bit by using Ifrit and using Fighting Spirit, and then I'm pretty sure I give him Aqua Edge so that he does even more damage. So yeah, from Margaret. Yep, I Aqua Edge him, and this way he goes down really fast. Like, not even an issue. The only thing that might be dangerous is the fact that Margaret's water. His fire type attacks will do a little more damage to him than it will than Yuri and to Zuzan, who are both fire type. He actually has pretty decent physical attack, which is funny because Zuzan has like pretty shitty physical attack. Even if you put him in the front, his physical attack is still pretty garbage. But, you know, the other guy's got a robot hand and a robot leg, so maybe that's it. But yeah, though. And now it's time for the pain train. Watch this. Yeah, pretty much doing 300 damage each round. That's crazy. And just for good measure, we're going to snipe the old man. Get it perfect. Unfortunately, you can't instant kill him, because he's obviously a boss, so that doesn't work. But he can still do a bit of damage. Ooh, good thing you didn't hit Alice. That's great though that they have Alice in the background. But yeah, though, he likes to do a lot of fire attacks. So yeah, again, it's gonna do a bit of damage to Margaret, but nothing too crazy. She'll be fine. She can handle herself. This fight's pretty much almost already over, anyways, thanks to Yuri. It would help if I didn't mess up, but even then, though, that's 200 damage right there. That's insane. I don't know what made him think he's gonna come out of this battle alive.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Why don't you just keep the sniper rifle on you, Margaret? You don't have to keep calling for it. I like the little white puff that comes after the blast of the rifle to the enemy's head. It's almost like, I kind of like to think it's like the enemy's gray matter being blown out of their head. That's a really disturbing thought, but that's kind of what I think it is. And I don't know what it was, but I was missing a ton. Wow, 241, that's insane. So yeah, though, he's pretty much dead next round. If Yuri doesn't finish him off, then I'm pretty sure Margaret does, if I remember. As long as I didn't mess up the Judgment Wheel, which I might have. For some reason, I was really messing up on the wheel. I must have been having like a bad moment. But I was doing pretty well on Margaret's, though, getting 2 perfects in a row.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
How did I even get the sniper rifle? It comes from the ceiling. Ah, it didn't finish him. And fast ring, that would be actually kind of annoying, but again, he has the pocket watch, so not a big deal. God, the damage. I love the splits he does. Oh, there's a Oh, Zuzan might actually be the one who finishes him off, if I remember. I love it when you hit him, he does like the splits. He's so flexible for an old man. Nice, Zuzan finishing him off. Ooh! And there we go. He's pretty damn simple. And when you beat him, you get the Hermit Stuff, which I unfortunately forget to equip to Zuzan. It would have been a good item to have on him. Would have given him a lot more magic power, but I forgot to equip it to him. What's kind of cool is it's the staff that he was holding. That Dehai was holding. But that, though, we beat him. Oh, and he warped. It's not fair. Everyone can warp in this game but me. Of course we did. I'm not gonna leave you here to die, Alice. That voice is becoming more clear. That voice sounds so familiar, too. I mean, I think it sounds pretty familiar. I feel like we've heard that voice before, but where? But she seems to definitely be helping us, so that's good. Now Alice is back in the party, and she has to be in the party. She's kind of forced onto you, but that's okay. She's such a great party member. No, I'm sorry, Zuzan is forced on you. But yeah, we're definitely switching out Margaret for Alice. Because now we have Zuzan can help attack and help heal if we need to, but really we want the healing to be done by Alice. Plus Alice will actually be useful in the next fight because of the element. Damn, they just burst through the door. Get your asses moving. I don't know if these guys will be able to deal with the penis monsters. They're so weak. Well, it's nice to know she's not a coward. And with that, though, they're actually here now, and we can actually buy items from them. But there's also... So yeah, you can buy items from Private Tanaka, which we do want to do, but... mainly because the next boss fight loves to use petrification, and we want mirror bracelets. Otherwise, it's a lot harder. If you don't get... mirror bracelets for this next fight, it becomes very difficult. So please, if you're playing this, make sure you get them. Otherwise, it's a lot harder than it needs to be. And I go for that 20. Do I get it? I don't remember. Oh, I missed it. That's okay. Not a big deal. I have a lot of money. I think that's all I needed here. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to give Zuzan the new staff, but I did. But there's also a lottery member here, which we definitely want to take advantage of. We don't need the pocket watch because, no, keep the flare brooch on. Always keep the flare brooch on. We don't need the pocket watch, though, because I don't think the boss has any, way of causing any, Judgment Wheel status afflictions. But yeah, the mirror bracelet, like I said multiple times, it, repels petrification, which again is super important. In this game, petrification works a little different. It's not like, so you'll be petrified and you can't attack, obviously. But if someone attacks you, it doesn't like shatter you like in other games. You just don't get to do anything. I'm pretty sure it can't shatter you. I've never seen it shatter anybody. But yeah, though, it can be a very annoying thing, so please make sure that you're ready for it. Just trying to get Alice a little equipped. It's nice to have her back, to have our like designated healer. And she comes back with a new ability too, if I remember correctly, Wish. Anyways, this is actually a really hard lottery member to do. It's really annoying. But you want to get it because the Warlock earrings are actually... I kind of jumbled that word out. Earrings. The Warlock earrings are actually pretty damn good. They increase special attack damage, but you also get special attack damage increased. So you gotta be careful. Now I'm getting Margaret really quick because I want to grab all of her equipment off of her. More specifically, the Brigand earrings, because I want to give those to different characters. Like I said, though, one of the things I don't like about this game is a lot of times sometimes party members will disappear, and then when they do, you don't have their items. Like, obviously, they still have it on them, but the issue is that you can't get them back until you run across them again, which can be kind of annoying. Thankfully, they fixed that in the later games, where you can just have access to everybody's equipment, and they don't ever leave you so far. At least from what I played in the games, they don't leave. So yeah, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal, but if you don't know when they're gonna leave and you equip like a really good item on them, it can be a little annoying. But I gave the Warlock earrings to Zuzan, so he can do a lot more special damage. He's also gonna take a little more special damage, but that's okay. But then I think I gave the Brigand earrings to Alice. I gave it to one of the characters. There's a save right here if you need it. I already saved down below, so it's not a big deal. But make sure you're ready though. Those are some cool pen holders. And here we have, yes, he can also fuse, I guess harmon mixing, just like Yuri. Here we have Yama Yajura, Calamity. So yeah, Dehu's ultimate skill. He transforms by feeding the darkness in his soul to a god of destruction in purgatory. So yes, this is the boss. And for some reason, I forgot to heal my characters before fighting this. It's not a big deal because it doesn't really end up that bad for me, but I can't believe I forgot to heal like an idiot. He has 3,000 HP. He is a non-element, and he likes to use fire, silence, and petrification. So yeah, you got to be careful because he can be a little dangerous. Thankfully, though, my team is more than ready, except for the healing part. But yeah, so yeah, Alice gained a new ability, Wish, which is super nice. It heals all status afflictions, except for unconscious. But it heals everything else. So it's very nice. I'm glad they kept her leveling up when we were gone. That would have been annoying if she didn't. But yeah, though, it's nice to have a really good healer that doesn't cost that much magic. But like I said, though, he's no element. So he's not weak to anything, but he's also not strong to anything. He does like to use Shockwave, though, which I believe is a wind element. I believe it's the wind element attack that attacks everybody. But yeah, other than that though, this fight's gonna go like a lot of the others. Just gonna use Infrit and just kind of wail at him. I like the way he moves though. It's really cool. It's like he kind of shifts dimensions. Like he disappears and then he reappears. It's pretty damn cool. Gotta be careful about... One thing gotta be a little careful though is... again, we're back with Alice, and Alice has a very small MP pool. I mean, not... I'm sorry. Has a very small SP pool. So... She can go berserk pretty damn quickly, so we're gonna need to keep an eye on her sanity level. Otherwise, we'll lose our healer momentarily until we bring her back from her insanity. Other than that, though, this fight is fairly easy if you're prepared, as long as you have the mirror bracelets, and if you, you know, go with my strategy with Ifrit and the mirror, and the mind's eye and fighting spirit. This fight is relatively quick. You just got, you know, Alice, though, just gotta make sure she stays alive, because, again, she's kind of frail. We don't want to lose our healer. Especially since we just got her back. That'd be a bummer if we lost her again. But, nope, that's all good. Yeah, and that's pretty much this fight. This fight isn't actually too long, though, thankfully. Nice, I got it perfect. That totally looked like I missed there, but, the game was being nice to me. Like I said, sometimes the game likes to be nice to you. But, doesn't matter because I'm not going to be nice to the boss. Right in the crotch. Damn, I'm doing like almost 300 damage a pop. Yeah, he hasn't used his petrification yet. Again, which it doesn't matter because it's not going to do anything to us, but the first time I fought him, I didn't know he had petrification, and that made this fight a lot harder. Thankfully, Alice being here, I did beat him without it, but it made it harder. This fight it's doable thanks to Alice, though, just because she has Wish, and you can just heal petrification. Plus, if she was ever petrified, I could just use Soul Benediction, or I think the item that heals petrification is Mother's Bust, and I could get her out of it if I needed to. So yeah, again, rather not though. Another perfect. Rather not, because it makes life a little harder, but you know, it is livable. He just loves doing shockwave. If you look really close, you can see Mr. D's head in the middle of his chest, and again, it makes me think of Shadow Man. He looks like the Shadow Mask. God, I really need to get a good version of that game. I really want to play it, but it's just. I don't have an N64 and I don't have a PC that can really handle it. Well, I mean, I probably could play it on my PC, but I'd probably want to record it, and I don't really have good recording software for my PC, so yeah. It just can't handle recording and playing a game at the same time. And look at that, he's already wobbly. His knees are already wibbly wobbly. And another perfect. Zuzan is just showing up today. Just showing why he is the real Magic Man. Oh, and there's petrification. It's kind of cool how he just puts his hand out. Like he puts his hand on your face and petrifies you, but didn't really do anything. He did do a bit of damage to Yuri, though. But, again, that is easily fixed. Yuri's tough. He can take the beating. He even has his hands crossed, his arms crossed. That's how tough he is. Fighting Spirit wore out, but you know what? Don't really need it because he's wibbling and he's wobbling. Even without it, still doing almost 300 damage. Oh yeah, definitely need to give Alice some of her SP back because she's about to go crazy. And more petrification. Not a big deal though. Doesn't do that much damage, and I mean that makes sense. It would petrify you, and that's a really strong, so it probably shouldn't do a lot of damage. But yeah, makes it a little more balanced, I guess. No, not holy. There we go. Yeah, gonna let Alice do a little damage finally. I like the way he wobbles. I think Alice might finish him off. I don't know if she does. She might finish him off if I remember. Take this. No, she doesn't. Okay. Nope. Yuri's the one who finishes him off. He's just got a whole bunch of glitter in his face. There we go. Nice. And there we go. We saved the world. T-pose. World has been thoroughly saved thanks to these guys. And we got the 5th key, which is like the 3rd key, but allows you to go 5 times around the Judgment Ring instead of 3, which is even better because it's a higher number. And we win! Yeah, you wasted 15 years of your life, buddy. That sucks a lot of balls. You want to stop him, guys? He's kind of dragging. Looks like he's going to do something.
What do you think you're doing? Don't! No!
No, he can't. Is he planning to fuse with that monster? Don't do it! Let's get friendly.
Most interesting. Fusing with a god in order to defeat a god, eh? But at your level, you'll be swallowed up by the darkness, just like the other one.
The monster seems to have settled down. Does that mean the fusion succeeded?
Yuri. Your soul is fading.
Most impressive. Such is the unfettered power of a god. But compared with what I had in mind, it is mere child's play. Well, for Dehuai, I suppose I must admit it's something of an achievement. Well, there's no sense in my lingering here. I believe I shall return to London and have myself a spot of tea. Well then, ta-ta everyone. If you survive, I hope you'll come and pay me a visit there someday. Don't!
That day, the flames were almost beautiful as they turned Shanghai to ash. In the blink of an eye, they took away so much: thoughts, hopes, dreams. And as they watched their world burn, the people cried out in grief. It was like a scene from hell, one of our own making. And that night was the last time I ever saw him.
Whew. Man, that was crazy. But you know what, though? I'm going to end the video here, and we will go ahead and see what happens in the next part. So this has been Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. Okay. Bye, then.